What is going on, guys? It's Justin from Push and Profit. Hope you're having a beautiful day today. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about Affirm stock, ticker symbol AFRM. Now, this is a stock that I've traded in the past. I haven't made a video dedicated to the stock, but this is the video today, and we're going to talk about it, right? So, obviously, we see these big spikes from Affirm. This is something that I did trade today. We see this crazy big move. We're going to talk about what caused this big move today. And this big move, if we look at the beginning of the day to the peak of the day, it was almost 27% in one day, which is absolutely insane, right? Now, this is a stock, again, that I mentioned in the past. I have traded it, and we're gonna get to why this is a company that I've been focusing on. Now, if we kind of just look at the P&L for today, I did about $5,718. I made $5,756 on Affirm, and I lost $38 on ticker symbol DATS. Now, I want to put it out there that this is not something that I always do. So I don't want to kind of mislead anyone thinking that, I'm always having $5,000 or almost $6,000 days. Definitely not, a move that I catch all the time, but when I do, it's definitely something I really appreciate. Now, of course, we're going to talk about the news for Affirm stock, what's causing this. Of course, we're going to talk about the technical analysis, what is, just really going on the charts. But before we do so, I really want to kind of just explain why this is a company that I have been looking into for the last few weeks. Now, obviously, these spikes in the past, we do know is because Affirm has, partnered with Amazon. But let's go ahead and really just talk about what Affirm is. Now, Affirm really is a buy now, pay later, type of method for, purchasing whatever items from your favorite retail store, right? And this is something that's been really popular over the last year with other companies such as Klarna, right? Now, the reason why people are really gravitating towards buy now, pay later is simply just because of a few things. And I have this little, list of pros and cons right here. One is convenient, right? It's just easy within the store's checkout. And two, it's just a fast and easy way to do things. Traditionally, people always have been doing buy now, pay later for, many, many years. You have loans, you have credit cards, you had layaway. I mean, there's always been, even in ancient times, I'm sure merchants arranged deals for buy now, pay later, right? It's been a popular type of concept. But what makes this buy now, pay later concept even more appealing is that there's no credit card applications, right? And so you don't need to have a credit card application. Think about young consumers, like people that are young adults who may not have a credit card, which is unfortunate because I think everyone should have a credit card. There's a lot of benefits. But anyways, or just teenagers, right? Or just individuals who may have bad credit scores because buy now, pay later providers don't check credit scores prior to approval, right? So those are like the main concepts. Of course, you got interest-free terms. And there's just like a lot of different things. I'm not gonna really go too deep into it, but you kind of pretty much get the gist. I don't really need to go explain this, right? Hopefully you understand. So this is something that's really popular, that's been coming out within the last couple of years actually, right? And something that made me really draw into this company is really the partnerships that it's making. Now, it's been making deals with a lot of large companies, which is great because the more acquisition of working with or partnering with these large retail stores, the better news it is for this stock, because obviously what they do is they charge the retail stores or the companies. That's how pretty much these buy now, pay later cards or companies make their money. Now, something that I am really looking into is that we're approaching into this holiday season, right? So, of course, we have Thanksgiving, or around that time we have Black Friday. And, there's always a trend with Black Friday every year where things are becoming more digital, right? Before, we had more consumers going into actual brick and mortar locations to purchase goods. And, for the last decade, Cyber Monday or just ordering online has been on the rise, right? Especially with the pandemic. The pandemic has accelerated, online shopping, especially for maybe individuals from, older generations where, purchasing online wasn't really something that they were really into, right? And so of course, with the push of, the coronavirus, with the push of, it's just becoming more and more popular with online shopping, it makes sense that, these companies are going to do really well, especially if they partner up with, other companies. So, of course, we have Black Friday deals, they're not even on Black Friday now. I don't know if you guys noticed, the trend is Black Friday deals start maybe a week earlier, and I have pretty, high conviction that Black Friday deals will start maybe 2 weeks before Black Friday, right? And we're just kind of extending it longer and longer and longer, because at the end of the day, not everyone always has the same schedule to maybe shop that exact Friday. I mean, if you look at the trends, they're always extending Black Friday deals a little bit longer, and it's always been to the benefit of companies by doing this. So of course, that's just a little bit of background of Affirm, right? Now, of course, we also have, the Christmas or the winter holidays. And I'm sorry if I said Christmas. Of course, we have all the holidays in the winter where, there's a lot of gift giving and a lot of, consumer purchasing. So this is why I've been really looking into this company. I've been doing a lot of trades with this company, right? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and, we have to look at this from a daily chart, right? Because this is something that's really interesting. So what I really like about Affirm on this chart is that we're kind of starting to form a cup pattern, right? Now, a cup pattern is basically this little U that you see, right? It's like that's almost just like a parabola, the way it goes back up. Now, this looks like it may form a cup and handle pattern, right? Now, let's go ahead and kind of show an example of a cup and handle pattern and kind of explain, what that really is. So right here, we have a cup and handle pattern. So we already see that Affirm is kind of in this cup portion of this pattern, right? Where, the stock goes up, it goes all the way down, and it starts, rounding back up. And then typically there's this handle period. Now, it's not guaranteed that Affirm is going to 100% do this type of pattern, but it looks like it's kind of adhering to this pattern right over here. So we just have to really follow up with the stock. But, in the handle area, we have a little bit of selling within this channel over here. And then once we break out of it, it's even more bullish, right? So who knows? Again, when it comes to technical analysis, we don't have crystal balls. We're not predicting the market, right? We look at patterns. Of course, patterns tend to repeat themselves, but it's not 100% certain. But if Affirm follows this cup and handle pattern that we have over here, then this is just really good news, right? So let's go ahead and go back to, or actually let's go ahead and talk about why Affirm actually did tremendous amounts of movement today, right? So one of the reasons, or not one of the reasons, the exact reason is because of the news, right? So the news that came out is that Affirm is now partnering up with another retail giant, which is Target, right? So Target added the buy now, pay later option via the company, which is really good because I said, with a lot of these, Affirm and Klarna and the few others out there, the main objective for these companies is to partner with as many large retail, businesses that they can. The more, the merrier. So, Affirm is looking really promising because it partnered up with some of the biggest, giants when it comes to consumer spending. I'm a big fan of Amazon. I know a lot of individuals don't like Mr. Bezos, but I'm definitely someone who consumes a lot of Amazon, and there's a lot of people just simply because of the convenience. So with Affirm partnering up with now Target and Amazon, that is just a big play for Affirm. Now, is it gonna go up further from here, right? Well, something I also want to point out is that in the cup and handle pattern, if we do adhere to that pattern, there may be a little bit of selling, but we also see that the stock is approaching this area where it's overbought. And typically when in this area of overbought, we do come down. Now, does that mean that, just because the stock is overbought is going to come down? No, it's not 100% guaranteed. But typically, when a stock does, this big amount in a day, it kind of starts to, sell off. It cools off, which is good. We want stocks to kind of cool off. It's very unhealthy to forever go up. So, we saw, when this happened over here, Affirm did kind of, go down, then it consolidated, went down, another big jump, started going down, consolidated, another big jump. And you kind of see the pattern. It tends to repeat, when stocks have these big moves, they tend to come down. Now, if it does come down, an area that I'm looking for is, I want to see, does Affirm break this green line over here, which is the simple moving average? Because, of course, I want Affirm, especially because I'm being very bullish on Affirm, I want Affirm to hold above the simple moving average. If it breaks below the simple moving average, it's gonna not look really good, right? It's bad news, right? And that was something I was worried at around this area. I labeled this as a support. I didn't actually draw a line because sometimes I don't have my charts really cluttered with trend lines and supports and and resistances, especially if it's something that's really easy to identify. But just for the sake of the video, I will just put this right here. I just tend to not always want to have lines all over the place, but I did have this area of support, and we could see that in the past it has been a previous support, and I was a little concerned because I knew that if Affirm breaks below this support, then another area around is this area, which was at $99, and then again the next area below was this simple moving average, which would have acted as kind of a support. And so, Affirm did bounce up, and as soon as I saw Affirm bouncing up, I did immediately take action and buy into the stock, because at the end of the day, when it comes to trading, you could do your technical analysis as much as you want, but how many individuals are going to actually take action? On YouTube, you see a lot of people that, say this, say that, but how many of them are really taking action? It's really easy to draw lines and be a chartist, right? But it's really hard when there's emotions and a lot of psychology that's playing into it. So at the end of the day, it's really about executing. And today was another great successful win. We did execute, which resulted in not my biggest win in a day, but pretty much up there on the leaderboard with almost $6,000 for the day. Now again, this is something that I'm probably, I already exited out of my position. I did exit out a little early. If we go to the 5-minute chart, I exited around this area of 132, and Affirm actually went up to 138. So this could have potentially been, I can't do the math off the top of my head, but this could have easily been a $7,000 to $9,000 day, which would have been great. But at the end of the day, I don't kick myself simply just because profit is profit. I'm very grateful that I was able to see the opportunity and seize it, right? Take advantage of it. So it did help out a lot by being able to take advantage of that trade. Now again, the next things that I'm looking up for is a potential cooling off period, but also it may have a crazy period during the winter holidays. So that's something I'm definitely watching. But let me know in the comment section below, are you trading Affirm? Are you holding into Affirm until the winter holidays? Let me know. Again, you guys, I really do appreciate the comments you guys leave, because Affirm was actually a stock that was mentioned by a follower of mine. Someone DM'd me about Affirm. So when you guys DM me, when you guys comment on YouTube, a lot of times it puts me open to stocks that I wasn't even looking into. And so by commenting, who knows, maybe someone else will be able to see the stock that you're mentioning, and maybe if they see that it has value, then they may invest in it. Again, you don't invest or trade just based off someone else's opinion. Of course, you want to see, does it have value in your eyes, right? Do you see that you could take advantage of the price fluctuation? If not, then of course you don't have to trade what anyone says. In fact, anyone watching this video, I'm not telling you to buy Affirm just because I think the buy now pay later method is going to do really well during the next winter holidays. But again, it's just something that I'm keeping my eyes out on. But with that being said, guys, hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I really don't talk about you guys. I really don't even promote my Instagram. But on my Instagram, I pretty much post daily trades. I don't trade every single day. For example, tomorrow I have a meeting, so I may not trade. But with that being said, definitely check out my Instagram, subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video.